The numbers are shocking. During the first 4 months of this year, nearly 2,000 Kias and Hyundais were stolen in Minneapolis. That's nearly 18 times the number from the same time last year. And it's not just happening in Minneapolis. Today, 2 boys, just 12 and 14 years old, were arrested in Crystal after allegedly leading police on a chase in a stolen Kia. While the exact details of this case are not known, it does resemble a larger, troubling trend based off the so-called Kia boys on TikTok and the copycats they're inspiring. Tonight, Danny Spiewak looks into what's being done to stop it.
Another day, another stolen Kia.
It's a prolific problem.
This time, Crystal police arrested a 14-year-old driver and 12-year-old passenger on Thursday morning after a short chase.
Those ages are very concerning.
Crystal Deputy Police Chief Brian Hubbard says the 14-year-old driver has been arrested 3 times in the last month and a half for stealing cars. He remains in juvenile detention, but police say the 12-year-old passenger went home with his mom and has since run away.
It's become a game for them, partly because it can be, because there really is no ramification for their behavior.
In Ramsey County this week, Sheriff Bob Fletcher says deputies also arrested 2 12-year-olds for stealing a Hyundai.
Now we're dealing with 12, 13, 14-year-olds on a regular basis. And the problem is that the juvenile justice system isn't really designed to deal with 12 and 13-year-old felonies.
Last year, KARE 11 Investigates reviewed cases of more than 200 juveniles charged with serious crimes since 2020 and found that 3 out of 4 were repeat offenders.
And typically they reoffend in a very short period of time. And the judges are telling us, hey, we don't have the resources, we don't have the places to send people.
On Thursday, the state organized a meeting on juvenile justice with 50 law enforcement officials, prosecutors, and social services workers.
I think the most pressing concern that we were hearing from people is that how do we fully develop a full system response to juvenile crime.
Bob Jacobson heads the Minnesota Department of Public Safety.
This is a team sport to be able to solve this problem.
That includes community leaders.
I'm seeing it from 12 to 18. Young people that are way too violent.
African American Leadership Council President Tyrone Terrell works directly with kids most likely to commit serious crimes.
There's normally a trigger somewhere along the way. What triggered me to go into that life? It takes a village to raise a child. We need the village to stand up. The village needs to be there for these young people.
So does the state have a system to track juveniles?
You know, not really. And actually, that's something that the Department of Public Safety Commissioner brought up today, that they talked about this in the meeting today, this afternoon. They're discussing ways to improve data and tracking systems so that they have a better idea of who is actually committing these crimes and how often they're reoffending. That's kind of a major gap that they just don't have that data.
Yeah, and then after that, what to do then, right? It sounds like we just don't have the systems in place yet, but we better start working on that for sure. Thank you, Danny.